Yes, hello, and welcome to our next installment in our series of programs on playing card game Solitaire. We've got a really special surprise today. Our friends at Mech Games have reached out and asked, "Hey, card guy, are you interested in giving a brand new game that we've developed a spin?" Well, the card guy answered with a resounding yes. So today we're going to play a unique solitaire game with a fortune-telling twist. The game is called Hoki, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So let's begin. Okay, well, let's start off with our deck. Now, the game actually comes issued with 3 distinct packs of cards, but we're going to begin with what is called the Pupils Deck, and the Pupils Deck has 24 cards within. Those 24 cards are divided up into 3 colors, black, blue, and red, and 8 suits or facets of distinct symbols, and they are water and earth and fire and air, as you see at the top. And then we also have map and origin and medium and eternity, as you see on the bottom. Now go ahead and get those cards gathered, and let's get them shuffled. So I'm using the riffle technique here, and of course we always recommend that you get those cards shuffled 7 times to achieve what has been mathematically proven as your maximum randomness. So we're starting from a nice clean slate. Okay, so let's look at the layout of our game Hoki. It begins with a nice clean surface, as you see here. Deal out your cards as follows. 3 cards go at the very top, face down, and it is referred to as the woman's hand, and that will be meaningful for you when you read the story element of the game. And then, similar or reminiscent of a fortune teller's arrangement of cards, go ahead and make 3 piles of 6 cards, forming what is called the mirage, as you see here. The remaining 3 cards will be the beginning of your discard pile, and those are shown up and further built up through the course of the game. Now, your job is to, quote, clear the deck, and you can do this in a couple of ways. The first way is through what is called a color match. Do you see the 2 colors on the left that are black? That is a color match, and you are now allowed to discard one of those colors of your choice to the discard pile, from here to here, as you can see it. Again, it was on the mirage, and now it's moved down to your discard pile. Another way to clear cards is through what's called a symbol match. And do you see the 2 water symbol cards, one blue, one black? That is a match, and now both of those cards may be discarded. So pick them both up and add them to your discard pile, as you can see here. And your job throughout the game is to get all those cards matched either via color or symbol and discard them all to the discard pile. Okay, sounds straightforward enough? Well, what do you say we give it a shot? Okay, well, let's start off with our 24 card deck referred to as the Pupils Deck. Gonna place 3 cards up top, forming the woman's hand. Going to place 3 piles of 6 cards face down to form what is called the mirage, and then the remaining 3 cards will be the beginning of the discard pile. And as you'll see here in a minute, I like to reveal those cards and sort of track them. First step is to go ahead and reveal the top cards of the mirage piles like you see here. And now let's give it a study. What do you see? Well, the first thing I see here is a color match. 2 cards that are black. We're allowed to discard one of them, and I'm going to discard the card and flip a card over. And right away you can see we've got another color match here, another black card that we can discard. Go ahead and flip the next card over. And what we're going to do next is study our discards and choose which of the color matches should we discard. So go ahead and scan your discards, see what's been moved, and make a selection. This is where the choice comes into the game, which actually makes it a lot of fun. Let's reveal another card here. We've got another color match with a couple of symbols. I'm going to get rid of that water symbol next. We flip over another card, and again, we've got 2 reds that match. Go ahead and make your choice. Add it to your discard pile, being cognizant of what's been moved and what you're keeping in the mirage for later. I like to go ahead and group these discards together. It helps me in kind of tracking. Can you see the 2 symbols on the left there? I would recommend as you discard, keep them together so you know what may still be in the mirage for you to gather and clear. Here's another color match for you. We've got a couple of symbols. Which one makes the most sense for us? I'm going to go ahead and choose the middle one here. It's the first one of that symbol, so I'm going to put it towards the right. Flip another one out here. We've got another color match that we can deal with. 2 red cards. Again, let's make a choice of what's the right next card to go. I'm not sure if it should be the middle one. We maybe should do the one on the right. Maybe we add that one. So that's 2 of that symbol have now been cleared. We've got another color match. Again, trying to make a choice here. What makes most sense? You know, we don't want to create a set that is now kind of unclosable. So we need to be thoughtful of the colors and the symbols. This color match here, I'm going to go ahead and take this third one here and group all of my discards together. Open up another card here. Now sometimes you don't have any moves, and that's okay. There's a move here you can make called a shift. What we're going to do is shift one card over and reveal the flipped card that was beneath. And now we've got something that we can talk about. We do have a color match here, 2 cards that are blue. I'm going to choose this one here and add it to my discard pile. We've got a symbol match, which is exciting. We can discard both of those cards there, kind of keep them all consolidated. Let's reveal those Mirage cards. We've got another symbol match, so we can take both of those cards. That's good news, and discard them both. Keep them all kind of organized here in your discard pile. We'll go ahead and move that card over and reveal the final cards of our Mirage. Now this is the important moment of the game, when the woman's hand is played. When the 3 cards of the Mirage are left and they haven't been played yet, go ahead and reveal the 3 cards that have been hiding, kind of waiting for you in the woman's hand. I like to fan them out so I can see the cards beneath, and then we can strategize a little bit. So right off the top, I see a nice symbol match here. So why don't we grab those 2 cards and discard them. Again, I'm going to be neat and tidy here and kind of keep them organized in my discard pile, keep them all grouped and neat. Now we got to make some choices here. Do some things in order to leave us a pair. Now, do we do a color match or a symbol? I'm going to do color first and move this black card over, join it up with the other symbols. Now we've got 3 cards left. I'll go ahead and grab this color match, one of the 2 blues, and that leaves us 2 cards that are a symbol match, and that is how you clear the deck. Now this final pair is very important for you in the game. This earth symbol pair, you need to remember this. And this last pair is referred to in the game as a reflection. So go ahead and set those aside there, make note of them, and then let's move to the other pack of cards that came with the game set. Now this is where the game gets really interesting. So we've been playing with the Pupils deck that you see here, but there's also the Looking deck, and it looks similar, but if you notice, the middle symbol no longer has an eye, a pupil, but it has sort of a distant sunset, which is really very lovely. Well, here's what we do about that. So if you remember the earth pair that we had made our reflection on our last game, go ahead and pull those cards from your Pupils deck and replace them now with the 3 corresponding cards from the Looking deck. And over time, repeating the game, you will convert the Pupils deck into the Looking deck. Well, the game doesn't stop there. So as you revisit your Mirages and you continue to clear the deck and convert your decks, you will soon move from the Looking deck into this really beautiful Seers deck, which has just beautiful artwork and has that fortune teller's theme to them that I think is just beautiful. And at the very end of your adventure, it will lead you to a fortune within the storytelling element of the game. Really very creative and really very different. So there you have it. It's a really unique twist on your standard solitaire game, including a really creative fortune-telling element within the storytelling portion of the game. It's very special, very unique. I'd encourage you to check out the links to the Kickstarter and the website below and learn more about it. So to our friends at Mech Games, thank you so much for presenting this game to me. It was very enjoyable to learn about it. And to everyone else who tuned in to this tutorial, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you again next time.